140% on Friday. Yes, you heard that right, 140%. Because of this, I am actually bearish on this company. There will be some reversion
Cut. Good morning and welcome back to the AM studio. My name is Alex.
And I'm Michael.
And today's date is April 27th. We got a really interesting episode for you today. It's going to be short, it's going to be sweet, it's going to be chock full of information. We got earnings week coming up, as we mentioned on Friday. We are going to be talking about both of us have two stock picks for you. It's a little watch list that we personally think these stocks could perform well with earnings coming up. And let's get right into it.
But first, we have a very special announcement that we alluded to in our previous episode. Alex, take it away.
We have a Discord channel that we would like to announce to you guys. We're going to leave that link to you down in the description. This Discord is going to be an excellent place where we can have an ongoing dialogue and we can trade live with you. We can live stream. We can show you what we see in these companies. We can even show you how we analyze them. And it's just going to be a great place where we can learn together, where we can talk and where we can show each other what we see in each respective company.
Yes, Alex. We're really looking forward to interacting with our fans and followers in a live manner.
Absolutely.
It's something that we've really wanted to move into, and we hope that you want to as well.
Yeah, so that link's going to be down in the description. Feel free to join, and let's get into today's episode. Michael, what do you think we can expect to see from the market this week?
Well, Alex, there's a few things that are going on that's really going to affect what the stock market looks like. For one, a few states are going to be reopening. That's going to be something that we're going to really want to keep our eyes on, how that's going to affect the country as a whole. There's a lot of people talking about a potential second wave and things that could be good, bad, everything in between about the reopening of the states. From a financial standpoint, that could be something that we need to really monitor closely because that could affect the stock market in a really good or bad way.
So what I noticed actually was we were having some supply chain issues. I mean, this whole coronavirus, man, it has seriously impacted all of our supply chains. And I'm talking, obviously you've seen with oil, that's all messed up. We're talking tankers are messed up. There's a lot of oil companies that are trying to reserve tankers to store their oil in. We have trucks, that's all messed up. We have cargo planes as well. I mean, really just a havoc has been wrecked, exactly, because we're operating at capacity. A lot of companies aren't producing how much they normally can produce, and you name it. So I've seen a host of news articles that say that we could see lasting effects in our supply chain.
I've seen that too.
Long after this coronavirus ends. So that's just something to keep an eye on, and that could still affect companies later on in the year with their earnings and whatnot. So,
Alex, there also was a Japanese bank announcement last night, and we are going to see how that is going to affect our market here.
Yeah, absolutely. It could definitely affect how we open in our futures as well. So let's go ahead and move on into our stock picks and our watch list for the week. And let's make some money, right?
Yes, exactly. Alex, I got another couple stocks to add to the watch list this week. My first one, Mesoblast, stock ticker MESO. They just released a very, very pristine treatment, high survival rate for their COVID-19 treatment. They jumped up 140% on Friday. Yes.
It's remarkable.
It is remarkable, Alex. But because of that, I'm actually bearish on the company. There will be a reversion to the mean. There will be a pullback because anytime historically we've seen a company jump up this quickly, there's going to be some sort of pullback. More than likely, that may not be the case, but more than likely that will be the case. Also, Alex, Nokia, stock ticker NOK. I am very bullish on this company. They're leading the charge for their software focus in the realm of 5G, something that we're all still trying to wrap our heads around. They're a very undervalued company still. They're trading at a stock price of $3.40 right now. A very good position, a very good time to get in on Nokia. They're very good for the long term. Anybody dealing with 5G, I'm very bullish on for the long term.
I'm going to use that to segue into my pick, Michael. I am going to choose Apple for my watch list for the week. Mm-hmm. They have earnings coming up on April 30th. That is on Thursday, I believe. So let's see what the trading is like leading up till Thursday when their earnings come out. So I know that for Apple, their fair value estimate is at $240 when they're trading at $280 right now, so they're considered overvalued. However, why I think that's okay in this current situation is because they have a lot of cash on hand. Their cash on hand will be plenty to pay off their current liabilities, which are due within the next year. So because of that, I think it's bullish, and I think they're going to have no problem weathering this pandemic. So that's why they are my first pick. Mm-hmm. Next, I'm going to transition into Yelp. I think Yelp is a very solid company. They're trading at right around $20. I think at this price point, they are a very attractive company because they're, price to earnings. Mm-hmm. It is a great bang for your buck. Yes. You have potential to, I think, exit at right around $34 or $35 would be my target on Yelp. So there's plenty of room for profit there. And especially for those people who have a smaller trading account, I think you can have a great stock and a great company for only a $20 price tag. So you can actually make profit as well. And so if you don't have enough money to buy shares of Apple or something like that, I think Yelp is also a great alternative. So those are my two picks right there, Apple and Yelp. We'll just continue to monitor them and we'll see what happens. That is going to conclude today's episode. Yet again, our picks were Apple, Yelp, Meso, and Nokia. Those are 4 great stocks to just keep your eye on. If you see a good place to enter, it's you have the green light from us.
Or short.
He's right. However, I did want to make a quick point saying that we have noticed that there have been poor earnings, but the stock price has still gone up.
Yes. Some
could say that's a red flag. But in our opinion, we both think that's mainly because a lot of these companies have had passes on their earnings and essentially a pass from investors because this was to be expected. We didn't expect companies to, go above and beyond and beat their expected earnings. So
yes, that's correct, Alex. With what's going on, we understand that companies are going to be suffering. And we've already seen that reflection in most of these companies' stock prices.
Exactly. So they're not going to get beat down too much more. However, we've mentioned it before, we still think there could be a bit of a pullback in the market as a whole. It just seems too quick. I don't think we're ready, especially with states opening up. I just don't think we're ready. So just be hesitant. Just keep your eye on it. We could see a little pullback in the market. And if that does happen, then we will definitely be going all in because that's going to be your last chance to get prices these low.
Exactly. And again, we want to thank you so much for tuning in. We will have another exciting episode on Wednesday for you. And let's go. Let's get to work. Let's ready to roll everything in between those. Let's do it.